the temple which is built like a fortress, India's tallest temple, the ancient temple town of Bateshwar, the tomb of Tansen. These were some of the places that I saw during my recent trip to Madhya Pradesh. And in this video, I will tell you how to plan a trip to Madhya Pradesh for yourself. I will tell you about the itinerary, the budget, accommodations, travel, etc. We started from Delhi and covered monuments of Gwalior, Morena, Datia and Orchha. I usually travel by trains, and from Delhi to Gwalior there are a lot of trains. Gwalior to Orchha is also easily doable via trains. But this journey was about exploring some lesser visited monuments too, which are spread throughout the villages and small towns of Madhya Pradesh, namely Morena and Datia. And that is why we took our own vehicle to be able to explore monuments in areas where trains and public transport was not feasible. So we drove from Delhi to Gwalior, explored Gwalior, went to Morena and back to Gwalior, and then drove from Gwalior to Datia and Datia to Orchha. And the return journey was from Orchha all the way back to Delhi. So that was a total of 1158 kilometers, and adding tolls, parking, etc. the total cost of the car trip came to rupees 13,580. Now if you're 2 people going, you can divide it by 2, which is what I am going to do. But if you're 3 or 4 people going, then your per person cost can come out to be even lower. For food, I'm going to add rupees 500 per person per day, so rupees 3,500 for 7 days. And for stay, I am adding rupees 1,000 per day. Again, if you're 2 people sharing a room, you can divide it by 2. But since I stayed on my own, I am adding rupees 6,000. Apart from that, there was just the cost of tickets to monuments and museums, the total of which was around 600 rupees for Indian nationals, and for foreign tourists it was around 1500 rupees. These numbers keep changing, but there are boards with official ticket prices outside every heritage site, and some of the heritage sites had free entry for all. So that was the total budget for a really comfortable trip to Madhya Pradesh. Now on to the hotels I stayed in. Now if a hotel has a very major negative point which makes it an unpleasant experience, I'll give it a downvote. And if it has the basic amenities of a decent bed, clean washroom and hot water compared to the price we paid, then I give it an upvote. In March 2022, I stayed in 10 hotels across Madhya Pradesh, Sikkim and Rajasthan, and 8 of them have got upvotes. So 3 days in Gwalior at Hotel Oyo Relax, which was really close to the Gwalior fort as well as popular eateries like McDonald's, Domino's, etc. I liked it, so I give it a thumbs up. And 3 days in Orchha at Hotel Sunset, which was an amazing house-like hotel managed by a local family who were some of the warmest and nicest people I had met during my travels. They were the true embodiment of the words Atiti Devo Bhava, which loosely translates to guest is like God. So obviously Hotel Sunset Orchha gets a thumbs up too. And now let's get to a complete day-wise itinerary of all the places that we saw during this trip. Day 1 was the road trip from Delhi to Gwalior. There can be a lot of traffic at state crossings, so most of our day 1 was spent over there. And at night we rested at our respective hotels in Gwalior. Asta stayed in a beautiful heritage hotel, and if you've seen all the videos of the Madhya Pradesh travel series, you know how amazing her heritage hotel was. Day 2 was spent exploring the monuments of the majestic Gwalior fort. We started with Siddhanchal rock cut architecture, then Man Singh Palace, Jahangir Mahal, Sas Bahu Temple, Telika Mandir, etc. We even saw a little magic show which you can check out in this video. On day 3, we explored the Maratha temples inside Asta's Heritage Hotel, and we went to see the tomb of Tansen and Muhammad Ghaus tomb. These are the 2 videos that you can watch for our day 3 activities. Day 4 was Morena Day. We traveled from Gwalior to Morena, drove through the countryside and explored some of the most beautiful hidden temples and monuments. We saw the ruins of 200 plus temples at Bateshwar. We saw the Chaussat Yogini temple, which is said to have inspired the design of the Indian Parliament building, and we explored the temples of Ghari Padhavle. Then we went back to Gwalior and made our way to Orchha. In the middle of the journey, we came across a humongous palace which turned out to be Datia Palace. After exploring Datia Palace, we reached Orchha and rested at our respective hotels. Day 5 was spent exploring the Orchha Fort complex, and during sunset we enjoyed some views of the Orchha Royal cenotaphs from the other side of the river. Day 6 started with an early morning visit to the Orchha Royal cenotaphs. Then we visited India's tallest temple, the Chaturbhuj temple, and after that we went to Lakshmi temple, which is built like a mini fortress. After that, Asta left for Delhi and I spent the rest of day 6 revisiting some monuments, clicking photographs and just relaxing a little bit. On day 7, I took an auto rickshaw from Orchha to Jhansi railway station, and from there I took a train from Jhansi to Delhi. And these are the approximate rates of train from Delhi to Gwalior to Jhansi to Orchha, in case you want to travel by train. So that was it. Like this video if you found it helpful, and here are some other videos from the Madhya Pradesh travel series if you haven't watched them yet. Namaste, and I'll see you in the Sikkim travel series next, and it is going to be really cold.